Is it better to leave our person in assisted living, skilled nursing facilities, or bring them home?
Oh, that is such an individual question. I think right now, one of the things we want to find out from our community that the person is in is how's staffing going? And I would appreciate a really honest answer because to be quite honest, that is an important feature. We know that staffing might change, does change. And so asking, has staffing changed recently? And also looking in the mirror at yourself and saying, am I prepared to do this? Do I have what I need to be a 24/7 support person? Because quite honestly, in some situations, all you're doing is doubling your risk, because one of the reasons for placing someone in that situation was they were a high elopement risk and you had gone as far as you could go to care for them in your space. And there's still a high elopement risk, and being in the community is hard, but you being a solo caregiver, if you don't have supports in place, is probably not a better solution for folks. So there's no absolute, but I do think asking about staffing and any changes in the availability, the numbers of staff, looking at what your person's needs are, and does it appear, asking for folks, if I call in, I would really love to be able to Zoom with my person a little bit. And so asking with the activity folks, the engagement folks, if not the care staff, to make sure that each day you're getting a chance to see your person and maybe see them and talk to them in the morning and see them and talk to them in the evening. So you can get a sense of how they're doing. How are they doing? Does it look like they're doing okay? And is this kind of communication helping? Are they not doing okay? Because there's really not a right answer or a wrong answer. There's good answers for some people that are bad answers for other people. But I think the worst thing we can do is do a knee-jerk versus a thoughtful response. Because this is getting trickier and trickier. Anytime we move someone from a space now to another space, if we aren't sure what they've been exposed to in the previous space, we may be moving them and whatever they've been exposed to into our space. So how well and fit are you? We do have care partners who have their own health issues, sometimes pretty significant health issues. And so exposing yourself to what you're not sure, that it's sort of like having kids in kindergarten. When you first have a kid in kindergarten, you'll find out you get every cold, multiple, I think the estimates are five colds the first year for parents, and it's a rhinovirus or a coronavirus, but not 19, that families get because children are exposed for the first time in a group setting. And they come home symptom-free, but then, they weren't exactly symptom-free. So by the time you figure out they have the symptoms, you actually all have the cold and you pass it around. And so this coronavirus is a lot like a rhinovirus in how well it likes to hide out and hang out and then come out. So that's what makes it so tricky right now. So unfortunately, I don't have a yes or a no. Anybody else want to kick in with another thought?
I also have, Teepa, I also have a thought about if someone had been a primary care partner in the home for a while and then made the difficult choice to move someone into a more, into a community of care, their visits are probably limited to a degree to understand the amount of care their loved one is now needing. So if shifting them back into their home, are they really equipped and capable to handle the changes that they may not even know exist for the real day-to-day, moment-to-moment care?
Because you're right, Catherine. So coming back home, if it's been a while that the person was in community, there may be a new need level, a care level that the person will experience. And it could also be that when they come back home, Although for you, it's bringing them back home. For the person, I've been abducted and now I'm in another place. Because unfortunately, over time, people's awareness of environments may shift. So that's the whole other side of it, which is from the perspective of the person living with. Is for them, is it now a familiar place? Home is a familiar place, or home isn't home, and now they want to go home. And it's, well, you are home. Nope, not talking about this place. I'm talking about my place. And the place they're talking about may not be either of those places. It might be a historic home, or they may be saying, I'm done with this. I don't like this anymore. I want to go home. Yeah.
And is the care partner equipped to handle the increased needs of basic ADLs, even that they may not know have shifted?
Right.
Because they're no longer a part of that. So they just have their interactions on an emotional
well, and right now, very
interpersonal
practically,
level.
very practically, do you have the incontinence supplies? Because are they possibly even going to be available? I mean, now we're getting real practical. Like, do you have gloves? Do you have incontinence supplies? Do you have the equipment? Because it could be very difficult to get it right now. I mean, just very practical stuff. Because there are many places where you can't get gloves. I mean, you cannot find them. And you can try to order them, but it can take quite a while to get them, just gloves. And exposing yourself to risk is not going to really make it better for both people. So I don't have a straight answer. It's an impossible decision that we're being asked to make.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help us spread TEEPS's positive approach message around the world. And don't forget to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.